Okay, I want to discuss about discourse features of ASL. You have already learned some. For example, you've learned the importance of shifting to show character. If you want to talk about one person, they say this, and then you're showing what the other person said. So you move into these opposite directions, moving back and forth. You did that mostly in the early part of this course. You got it. It's good. Now, I want to talk about family members. In your interview in December, I'm going to be asking you about how many brothers and sisters do you have. Okay? So we divide a lot of things related to sex. Okay, that could be a problem for gender neutral people. We'll see. So when we talk about how many brothers we have, we can shift this way or the other way. It doesn't matter. So I would say I have one brother. I have two sisters. So in my family, I'm the oldest, and I have one brother, two sisters. Okay? So when you want to explain to me how many brothers and sisters you have, you make the shift. Okay? It doesn't matter if you talk about sisters first or brothers first, it doesn't matter. The point is you're declassifying them according to gender. Okay? Now, another way you can discuss about your family members, if you don't want to use gender-related signs, for some people that's a sensitive issue, and it's important to respect that. You can use your hand and you can lift them up. I'm the oldest, that's me. I'm right here. I have a sister, she's younger than me, 5 years. I have a brother, he's the third. And then I have what we call a baby sister, and she's the fourth. There's 4 people in my family. So there's 2 ways you can do that. Whatever your preference is fine with me. So it could be using gender to divide the description, or you can mark it off your hand. This is a very common ASL discourse feature, is to make a list. So if I'm starting a classroom lecture, if I'm signing an ASL, I would say, okay, first we're going to do what? We're going to do this first, and then we're going to talk about this, and then we'll have this activity, and then we'll pack it up, and we'll check with each other for final comments. Okay, so I have a whole order. When you talk about list of family members, you can talk about a list, a grocery list. You can use that for almost anything. Okay, it's a really good discourse feature because you never use the word and. There is no and in ASL. We have signed English when you will see some deaf people will use the signed and. But if you really want a more of a strict ASL signing, okay, so you look. You don't say this and this and this. You just look. Okay? Yeah, another discourse feature, other than this and this and the list, you can talk about things in order. So, for example, I would say, we're going to do painting first, and then we're going to put our paintings up on the wall, and then we're going to line up and watch and look and evaluate the painting. And then we're going to have a big discussion. And then we're all going to go home. Okay? So this becomes a list an order. There's an order to what we're going to do. You can do the same thing on here too. The same thing. It's just different. This way it's more related to what you're going to do. This, and this. And you can do the same across here too. Another way to do it, we have done this. And then we're going to do this. We're going to find some eggs. We're going to find some flour. We're going to look for chocolate chips. Okay, so that's another discourse feature. Instead of going up, down here, you can go over here. And don't make your list too long though, because you want to be, it's usually for very short lists. But this, you can keep going for quite a long time. And your list could be a lot longer. Okay? So those are an important ASL discourse feature that you will see a lot when people counting off the figures. And this becomes a sign of stop. Like this, these are all these things I have to do, or these are all these things we're going to talk about, or these are all these problems that we have, or these are all these books I have to read. Okay, so this is a sign. Showing that it's quite a substantial list. Okay, so that's easy for this week.